Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me for another edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update, where I catch you up on all the news you may have missed regarding credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between. And boy, have we got a jam-packed episode today. Disney and the state of Florida are having some relationship issues. Netflix is losing subscribers. We've got an elevated offer on the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card and a lot more, okay? A lot of fun stuff to cover. If you find this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. The Weekly Pointers News Update comes out every Sunday evening. Follow along with the topics on the screen. There's a timer down below along with chapters where you can jump around and find the stories that you are most interested in. But with all that said, got lots of stuff to cover. I say we get going. Let's go. We're free! According to a federal judge in the state of Florida, she has struck down the mask mandate, allowing us all to fly on planes without wearing a mask. Now, this news just came out of the blue. I mean, it was like somebody ripped the Band-Aid off on this thing. And I've got to know if you or someone that you know has traveled recently on a flight without a mask on, how was it? How many people wore masks on the plane now that the mandate was gone? Now, there's a lot of controversy with this because the Biden administration is planning to appeal this decision, but they're not really rushing it at this point. They're not doing an emergency stay or anything like that to appeal the decision. Instead, they're just going to fight it. We'll see where it goes and see how hard they really fight to get rid of this mandate. It may be a convenient way for them to just let this slide under the rug and keep going. But long story short, this was probably the biggest news story of the week very easily. We saw countless videos and pictures of people traveling, showing them not wearing a mask. And I totally understand if you still want to do it, there's nothing wrong with that. But now we're not mandated to do it. So I have got to know your thoughts on this. This was a huge story. It's been going on for the last 2 years. I want to know honest opinions, what you think about this. No politics or anything down in the comments. If we can keep that out, that'll help out quite a bit. I just want to know your own personal opinions about this. Do you think it was a good decision? Do you think that it will get appealed and it will get overturned? And what are you going to do personally when you travel on a plane? The Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card has an excellent promo right now for a sign-up offer. If you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months of opening the card, you will get 100,000 bonus points along with an 85,000 point free night certificate. And this goes along with the 50,000 point free night certificate you already get with the card. And keep in mind, you can cap those free night certificates off with an additional 15,000 Bonvoy points. Keep in mind that that free night award that already comes with the card is something you get every year after your card renewal month. This card also gives you gold status and $300 in statement credit every single year, which definitely helps offset the $450 annual fee. It's important to remember the deadline for this is May the 18th, so if you're interested in this card, make sure you get it before then. And a lot of people may say, well, the Marriott points aren't really as high value as some other points that are out there, and that is true, but at the end of the day, if you're a Marriott loyalist and you've had your eye on this card, now is the time to make your move. Oh boy, Netflix has had a rough week to say the least. And this is really important because some of the cards that we carry every day in our wallet have great multipliers for streaming services, and Netflix is by far the biggest player in that, there's no doubt about it. But Netflix announced that they lost 200,000 subscribers in the last quarter, and this is really important because it marks the first time that Netflix has lost subscribers in a quarter in over a decade. So that's a big deal. And some people may say, well, it's because they cut off service to Russia, so it's a one-time thing. Well, no, that's not the case because Netflix themselves is predicting that they will lose another 2 million subscribers in the upcoming quarter, and that does not spell good news. And there's a multitude of different reasons for this. I mean, there's been price hikes. Some people question the content that's on there. But long story short, it doesn't really matter. What matters to you is what is Netflix likely to do here? And they've got a couple of options when you think about it. The first thing that they could do to offset these subscriber losses is they could start running ads and have different tier levels of plans. Now, right now, they already have different tier levels based on your service, but they can start running ads. And they've been very adamant for a long time that, hey, we're never going to run ads, but now their top level executives are saying, hey, that may be on the table. The other thing they're trying to do is figure out a way to crack down on households that are sharing their passwords with other people, like their friends and family. They are estimating that 100 million households are sharing their passwords with other households. Now that's quite a bit. If they can ever figure that out, that'll definitely be a big money maker, and it will probably also lead to a lot of people leaving the service as well, but that's something to keep in mind. So let me know what you think Netflix could or should do here. Do you have Netflix, or are you one of the people that have dropped out of the service? Netflix has been getting more and more expensive, and it's harder and harder to justify that cost as it keeps increasing because there's other streaming services available now and a lot more competition out there. So I'm curious to hear what you think about this. It's a pretty big story. We're just going to have to see how it all shakes out and see what Netflix does. Whew. Man, the state of Florida and Disney World are having some serious relationship issues. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably seen the news that Governor Ron DeSantis has signed a bill basically stripping Disney World of their special status in the state of Florida. Now, Disney World is the largest single-site employer in the state of Florida, so they carry a lot of weight in the state and have for decades. Now, I don't want to talk about all the politics involved with this. You can do that somewhere else, but don't do it down in the comments below. But what I want to talk about is the fallout from all this, because Disney has basically been acting as its own government entity for a long time, taking care of their own permits, taking care of their own roads, and basically taking care of their own needs and their own allotted space. And that could be stripped away and now be given back to the county. A lot of people are wondering what that could mean for the people in the county, especially when it comes to Disney World's debts. Are they going to be able to expand and continue to grow at the rate that they have been in the past? Now, this isn't set to dissolve until 2023, so there could be an agreement made between now and the middle of the year 2023 to where this wouldn't go into effect. But right now it is, and it could really hold up things for Disney. A lot of their expansion plans could be put on hold. Things aren't going to be moving as fast, and we don't really know what this means at the end of the day. The only reason I bring it up here is because I want you to keep an eye on it. Disney World is a destination whether you've been there before, you've always wanted to go there, you love it, you hate it, you think it's too expensive, you think it's the best place on planet Earth. There's a lot of opinions on it, but that's the thing. You have an opinion on Disney World, and I'm curious to hear what you have to say down in the comments. How do you think this decision will impact Disney World? I don't want to talk about the politics about it. I want to know what you think this means for Disney World. What changes do you anticipate? A lot of experts are even wondering if this is legal altogether. I'm sure we'll see this in the courts, but it is a story to keep your eye on for the next year, because unless something changes between now and about this time next year, Disney World is going to be in for a lot of change. If you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers news update, you know that I like to end the show on a good food deal, and this week is no exception. Tuesday, April 26th is National Pretzel Day.
Well, I like Pretzel Day.
That's right, National Pretzel Day. That's going to be a lot of fun. I absolutely love pretzels, but down in the description below, I'll have a link for all of the best deals on National Pretzel Day. Now, this will be for restaurants, grab-and-go restaurants, and also grocery stores as well. So when you go into your grocery store and you see deals on pretzels everywhere, don't be surprised, but also check your local restaurants to see if they are running any special deals for National Pretzel Day. Whew, that was a busy week of news. We talked mask mandate, Netflix, Disney World in the state of Florida, Pretzel Day. So let me know what your favorite story was down in the comments below. There was a lot of variety this week because there wasn't a lot necessarily in the realm of cards that was really newsworthy. A lot of small things, but nothing really worth mentioning here. But I wanted to catch you up just as a whole on what the economy is doing, where the world is, and then sprinkle in some card stuff. And keep in mind, we have a lot of new people that are into points and miles and just into finance in general that watch this channel. So if you have any suggestions or any kind of input on the stories mentioned today, leave that down in the comments, because your all's input really does help a lot of people out. I really enjoy the conversations everyone's having, and I appreciate all of you for commenting so far. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did find it helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. And when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, 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 you're going to get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, Pretzel Day, and everything in between. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.